What's up, El Paso? Welcome back to this week's episode. I have some amazing guests with me. I've had a quick little break, about 2 weeks we were off, so I'm super excited to be back. I just got back in from Oaxaca, and the whole time I was thinking about the Youth Opera of El Paso is going to join us. Weirdoughs Bakery is going to join us. Pescados del Dia de los Pescados is going to join us. Sorry, I just ate there last month. Oh my God. If you haven't been there, you are missing out. How long have you guys been open now?
3 months.
3 months. 3 months. Why haven't you gone? But their food truck has been around and is still around. So we're going to get into all of that right now. But first off, as you guys know, I do work at Leo Marketing. It's a local full service marketing agency here in El Paso, Texas. So if you guys, when you're ready to take your marketing to the next level, please think of me. I would love to help you in any capacity that I can. I can help you with negotiating and brokering deals for TV, radio, billboard, print, and online streaming, to social media, video production, graphic design, photography, SEO, Google, branding, social media influencing, anything and everything. I would love to help you, so just keep me in mind. So what I do like to do is start off asking each business marketing question. What type of business marketing do you do? How do you get the word out to the public about you, and do you have any tips or advice for business owners? And then again, a special shout out today to Old Sheepdog Brewery for helping me like in clutch, man. They at 11 p.m. last night, they helped me get a new location for today's podcast. So thank you so much. Supporting local guys, that's what we're here to do. Okay, so let's go on and turn this camera around. These gorgeous people, how you guys doing today? Thank you all for joining me. So let's go around the table and start with Weirdoughs Donuts. What type of marketing do you guys do? What works for you? And do you have any tips or advice for business owners?
So for the most part, we do like free marketing, as in like social media.
Sure.
That's what we've mainly done.
Okay.
Every once in a while, we've done a few like local people's magazines.
Okay.
They'll do things for like the communities.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly we found that our social media, for the most part, has been like the biggest.
That's how I found you guys, but I even started following before you were open. I was so freaking excited. I think I was like one of those nerds that was messaging you guys. Are you open yet?
Yeah.
Are you open yet? So that's really, and that's a great platform, you know. So social media, and do you have any tips or advice for business owners out there?
Try to take good pictures, good lighting.
Yes.
Invest in a good phone or camera.
Yeah, right?
Different pictures too, because I have seen like a bunch of other businesses that'll like post the same like 4 or 5 pictures again and again.
Sure. More options,
And,
right?
like if there's more options on your Instagram, and we've gotten a lot of comments where it's like, wow, I like open up your Instagram and I'm just enamored by it.
Yeah, and like you said, different angles of the same thing, and it's just a different way of, dude, I will scroll through all 10 pictures to see the same donut, just posed in a different way. That's what I'm into. But okay, awesome. So good quality photos and posting on the regular, switching it up. Anything else you want to add to that?
Try to make it personable.
Okay.
Put a little bit of personality into it. We've gotten a lot of feedback from our customers that they like saying that too. So.
Okay, awesome, perfect. That's great advice, thank you. And then we have the Youth Opera of El Paso. Did you guys even know there was such a thing? I didn't, I'm gonna tell you. So I'm super excited to learn about what we have going on here in El Paso and how we can support them. But first off, what do you guys do to market yourselves?
It's a little different because we're a 501c3.
Okay,
It's
nonprofit.
a whole different ballgame.
Sure.
And so we think of ourselves more as an organization
Okay.
than maybe your everyday business. And so we depend a lot on community partnerships.
Okay.
Community partnerships are key to reach people that are interested in what it is we're teaching, what it is we're performing. And then it also gives us an opportunity to collaborate. You never know. Collaboration is how art lives. And so when you can create community partnerships, then you also have potential collaborators
Right.
to put together new projects, inventive projects,
Yeah.
things that stand out and that are what every other arts organization is churning out.
Okay, that's awesome. And what type of marketing do you guys do on your on social media?
It's
or
mostly social media. I mean,
Okay.
I would tell people like learn Canva.
Canva?
Learn
Yeah.
Canva
Yeah.
is probably the
Yeah, it's a great
piece
tool.
of advice
Definitely.
is to learn from.
And posting regularly is super important as well. Do you have any tips or advice for nonprofits out there?
I think that the thing that held us back the most was fear.
Yeah.
You know, when you start talking about, well, I have this idea and there's this thing that I see this need in the community that I want to meet. You know, so you have to know your community really well.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to duplicate services. You don't want to do something that somebody else is doing. I mean, we're not the only opera company in town.
Right.
You know, we're the children's opera
Right.
company. There's El Paso Opera.
I'm going to El Paso Opera tonight.
Good. I'm on the
Or
board.
tomorrow night. Yeah, yeah,
I'm on the
yeah.
board.
That's
I'm glad
awesome.
you're
Yeah.
going.
Heck yes.
So, I mean, obviously that's a big community
Yeah.
for us, you know. So you don't want to duplicate services. Know your community really well. And when you start seeing a need that you have a passion to fill, don't let other people scare you.
Yes.
Because when we first started talking about this, it was like, starting a 501c3 is so hard. Do you really want to do that? It's so hard.
Haters are going to hate.
Well, there's resources out there is the thing. You know,
Yeah.
there's things to help you. You don't have to do it all by yourself. You don't have to do it from
100%.
scratch. Also, collaborating. So you collaborate with community partners and you learn how they establish theirs and they
Yes.
can give you tips to make your journey a little easier.
100%.
And a good collaborator will tell you, listen, this is what I did and it was awful. Don't
Right.
ever do it this way.
Right.
Avoid my mistakes. Go this route instead. So depending on each other as a
Yeah.
community is really important.
Perfect. And I love what you said, how it's just getting over that fear. Like even with Annie's Adventures, you know, you find your niche and
Yes.
that's something that you're passionate about and you just start it and roll with it
Yes.
and like just ignore all the noise, right? Just roll.
And I think no
love it.
matter what business you're in, whether it's a 501c3 or not, you start talking about what your dream for the community is, and there are always those people, right, that are like, it's not going to work. Really?
Right.
It's not going to work.
Nah.
But you can't listen to those people.
No, you gotta-
You have to keep moving forward
Push
with
them
the
out.
dream that you see for your community.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Kimberly. All right.
She's
Diaz de
good.
los
I don't know if I
Pescados.
can
I
do
know,
that.
no, girl, you got this. So, sorry, I'm trying to angle this. Right there. So, with you guys, what type of marketing do you do? Because you've had your food truck for a few years now, prior to opening your brick and mortar. What type of, is it good?
Yeah,
Okay, good. What type of marketing do you guys do to get the word out about, you know, even from the get-go, from the food truck, where were you guys going to be and all that good stuff? And do you have any tips or advice for business owners?
A tip that I have that I haven't shared with a lot of people yet is it took us 2 years to build our food truck.
Oh, wow.
So in that 2 years, I decided to start my Instagram with my name, and I was just a meme page.
Oh, okay.
I would post like funny memes.
Sure.
Yeah, and by the time I opened the food truck, we already had 5,000 followers.
Dang, girl.
Yeah, just from memes.
That's
and then,
awesome.
So we
The
had,
power
like,
of memes, the power of comedy.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. So we had a really strong following, a really like good head start.
Yeah.
We were ahead of the game from the get go.
We're excited.
Yeah, so that's a tip that I'd like to share with people
Yeah.
when I can. But other than that, we just do like social media.
Social media, yeah, Facebook.
Yeah.
And sometimes go to like old fashioned, like handing out flyers, or
Yeah.
sometimes we'll go to events and just hand out free little mini tacos, like
Oh,
give it a
nice.
try. And then they're like, you know what, let me get an order. And
Heck yeah.
yes, that's what
Collaborations also.
Yeah.
We do a lot of collaborations with
Other
small businesses,
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
to help them out also.
Sure.
giveaways. Yeah.
Helping, lifting each other, right? Just like
Exactly.
we're talking about
Yeah.
collaborators. Yeah, everybody lifts
So,
each other.
yeah.
And you're walking billboards, I see. So that doesn't hurt, right?
Yeah.
We're like, what? Like, I know, I used to work at El Paso Saddle Blanket, and that's what I learned. You know, he would go and hand out his shirts at the airport to the taxi cab drivers and his bags with his logos everywhere. So whenever out-of-towners come in, what do I do? Where do I go? Oh, here you go. Or he'd even hand off his donate shirts to homeless people and stuff like that. And he has everybody walking around in El Paso Saddle Blanket shirts. He's always wearing an El Paso Saddle Blanket. Or even, have you guys ever heard or been to Chuku Burgers?
I think I
Yeah.
could
Oh, yeah. So they do the same thing where they wear their shirts everywhere, and to me, it's just walking billboards. So I love, you know, represent. We have to do it. Like no one else is gonna do it for us. So, did you guys have any other tips or advice for business owners?
Can't think of anything.
Yeah, we're good. So let's go on and start with our deep dive. Okay, we got 3 amazing businesses. We have Weirdoughs Bakery, Weirdoughs Donuts, We have the Youth Opera of El Paso, and you guys have a performance coming up that we're gonna get into. You guys have some amazing singers here. Like, I'm telling you guys, El Paso. We have like, what is this? New Mexico All-Star. We have a Grand Prix winner. We have Texas All-Star. I cannot wait to just deep dive and learn more about these gorgeous girls. And then some of the best fish in El Paso coming in from Cali, making El Paso their home, family owned and operated business. So let's go on a deep dive. I'm gonna go on and swing on this way and check out this gorgeous brewery, Sheepdog Brewery. I love it. Gorgeous, supporting local always. So right here, guys. Tell me about your business. yeah. So, when did you move to El Paso first? Let's start there.
We moved here in 2015. Yeah.
Yes.
2015, and kind of from the get-go, like we knew we wanted to start something here because we're big seafood lovers.
Yes.
And, you know, El Paso seafood tacos, we tried them all, and they're good, but it's not the flavor like we're used to. in
Yes.
California. So, and I've already been making those for like 15 years.
Okay.
And
The
so,
family recipes.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. And everything's made from scratch, made with love, made with a family. You guys got your kiddos there.
Yeah, all five kids.
I mean,
we have 6 kids, but 5 of them
I-
work with us.
6 kids, 5 work there.
Yeah.
And like I'm saying, like for years I've been hearing about you guys. Dia de los Pescados, Dia de los Pescados. Have you been? Have you had it? And then every time I try to go, you're sold out. So this is absolutely a restaurant I want you guys to go and check out. Where are you guys located at?
1491 Lee Trevino.
Okay. So tell me about your menu. Tell me, you guys still have the food truck up and going too, and people can do catering. I just want to deep dive and let everybody know about you guys. So Nadine and Victor, you guys take it away. No pressure.
Yeah. So we're currently open 5 days a week right now at the restaurant. We're working on the 6th day. We're thinking about opening up Sunday for the summer. We really enjoy our Sundays off, but we want to get ahead of the game.
Yeah.
So we're going to be opening up 6 days. Our food truck will be 3 days out there, 2200 Zaragoza.
Okay. 2 locations for you guys to go and check out.
Yeah, and we specialize mostly in fried seafood. So the tacos, our po' boys are really
Oh,
popular.
the poor boy,
Fish
that
and
bread,
chips.
the bread. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, too. Like from head to toe, it's delicious.
So it's beer batter.
The beer batter
Yeah,
is
the beer batter
amazing.
shrimp
And then your
taco.
coleslaw. I don't even
Yeah.
like coleslaw, but no, it was not the coleslaw. It was the oyster, the white sauce. What is that called?
Yeah,
Not-
Alfredo sauce.
tartar sauce.
Oh,
Oh,
the
my
tartar
gosh,
sauce.
that stuff is bomb.
Yeah.
So we make that also. We make everything, all the sauces and cremas and everything, the Alfredo sauce, everything made from scratch.
Yes,
all-
Alfredo, shrimp Alfredo fries, guys.
Yeah.
Come on, who does anything like that? These guys, that's who.
Yeah, so they're Baja style fish tacos and shrimp tacos.
Okay,
That's
okay.
what we,
And then you guys do the po' boys. You guys have some desserts too. You also have margaritas. It's full.
Well, not yet. We give away free margaritas
Oh, whoa.
right now because we
Say
don't
now
have a beer
what?
license yet.
yeah.
Rewind that. They said they give away free margaritas.
Yeah, just for the moment on certain days.
Okay.
But we're working on that beer license.
That's awesome. Very
Yeah.
cool. And so let me see. Off Lee Trevino, we have one on Zaragoza. We have an awesome menu. What are your hours?
At the restaurant, Tuesday through Friday, 12 to 8. Well, Fridays at 9 till 9.
Okay.
Saturdays 2 to 9, and then Sundays are still undecided. But
Well, they're closed right now. We're closed.
yeah, we're
Oh, okay.
and then the food truck 6 to 9, 2200 Zaragoza, Fridays and Saturdays.
Perfect. And now tell me, what's the difference between like an El Paso, fish taco and a Dia de los Pescados fish taco?
The flavor for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, the batter for sure. The crema, the salsa, like everything, our crema, our salsa, everything that goes with the style of the Baja
Yeah.
style fish taco, shrimp
The
taco.
size too, like
Yeah.
they're good size.
Yes, everything is awesome sizes and great prices too. And what is that? Coconut shrimp with that?
Yeah.
Woof, forget about it. I want to make sure we touch everything, and I feel like this has been too quick. Is there anything else that we haven't mentioned?
Just give us a follow on Facebook
Yes.
or Instagram. We
Support
have a
them.
TikTok too. Our gotta post more on TikTok.
I don't know about TikTok. I don't know how to work that thing.
But yeah, Dia de los Pescados.
But yeah, but she's very active on social media.
Okay.
So it's always updated. If there's any changes with the hours, anything like that.
Perfect.
The margarita, the specials we're having all the time. We have lunch specials also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And do you guys have any upcoming events or anything like that your promos you guys are pushing? I know we got Father's Day coming up. This is a great. You guys have gift cards?
Yes. Yeah.
Dude, if you guys are looking, Father's Day is so hard to find gifts.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, oh my gosh, this is the perfect Father's Day gift card option. I'm just saying, think about it. Or take them. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's a big grilling day, but sometimes Pops wants a rest too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. So make sure to swing on by Dia de los Pescados. Again, you can find them on Facebook, Instagram, and what's your handles?
Dia de los Pescados.
That's it. Easy peasy. Did we cover everything?
I think so.
Yeah? If there's anything else we missed, just let me know. We'll make sure to get it, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Cool. All right. So then let me come on over here. This is a youth opera of El Paso. Like, what the heck even? I didn't know we were that badass. Apparently we are. Sorry. All right, let me get all of you guys in here. Okay, so tell me everything, because I know nothing. Like, I just talked to you barely for like 5 minutes, Kimberly. I learned so much. You guys have some amazing talent. You guys have an upcoming show that's was written in a concentration camp, that was performed by children, that was a masterpiece, that is incognito. Like, what the heck even? Just please, you take it away.
So we're getting ready to perform Weirdoughs, which is a Jewish Czech children's opera by Hans Krause. And Weirdoughs, in my opinion, is the most important children's opera ever written because of the circumstances and the fact that it survived. So Hans Krause and Adolf Hofmeister were writing this children's opera for a national competition, and then the Nazis invaded Poland. So no more national competition. So the Nazis rounded up the Jewish people, put them in the ghetto, and Krause and Hofmeister continued to finish the work. And then the Nazis transported the artists from the ghetto to terrorism.
Right.
Right.
And that's what we were also mentioning, how they took all the artists, all the
Yes.
musicians to one area.
Yes.
Because these are influencers. These are people who can encourage people, right?
So Terezin was the concentration camp where the Nazis housed teachers, philosophers, artists, anybody that could influence change. And that's, I mean, there were enough musicians at that concentration camp to populate 2 full symphony orchestras playing at the same time at any given time.
Wow.
So that's where they housed all of the thinkers.
Yeah.
They obviously didn't let them take personal belongings with them. So Hofmeister got away. Krause smuggled a few pages of manuscript with him, what he could.
Wow.
And then he pieced it all back together from his memory. And the children of Terezin performed Weirdoughs 55 times before everybody was exterminated.
And to kind of add on to that too, in addition to those 55 times, they would also perform Weirdoughs for when the International Red Cross came by. They would come by and check camps often to see if the people inhabiting them, if it was livable. And so they told the whole cast and crew, like, we're going to put this on. And it was basically a whole ruse to show the Red Cross that, you know, we are treating them humanely, and these are still people too. And, you know, of course, obviously we know now that there weren't.
Yeah.
Not only that, but there was also a documentary film at Terezin, and they also produced Weirdoughs for that documentary.
So there's some footage out there.
Right.
Yes, and
yeah.
that's included in our show.
And that was all meant for propaganda,
Yeah.
to show the rest of the world that, you know, this, despite what you've heard about us, we are still, you know, we still treat people the way that treated
how
in reality.
nuts.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
crazy.
and it's just like, you know, I love El Paso. We're full of artists here, and it's just, again, the power of arts in whatever capacity it is, the thinkers, the innovators, the creators. And it was like, they had no idea what they were singing. They had no idea what they were talking about, because it was about them. You know,
Right.
and the way that they performed it, and made the roles they had no idea.
Right. That's what was so. What makes it so important is that the Nazis wanted to use this work as propaganda pro them.
Yeah.
But the work was written absolutely anti-Nazi. Everything in Brundabar is a metaphor.
Yeah.
For like, this is bad. This should
Reality.
not be happening.
Right.
So the children's characters in Brundabar represent the Jewish people. The adult characters represent the Nazis. The animals represent the Allied forces. So the entire opera was an anti-Nazi message to the world, but the Nazis didn't know that.
Yeah. And they're like, everybody, hear this.
When they put it into the world.
That's fascinating.
When they liberated Terrorism, they found over 2,000 pieces of art hidden, stuck in the crevices, of walls. Artists they continue to do what artists do. They just continue to create.
There's no way to not do it.
Right. They continue to create, and these kids carry that on really, really well.
Yeah.
Miller's been playing the bird in Brundabar since last year.
First off, real quick, I wanna introduce everybody here because we do have a few people. So we have Kimberly, we have Austin, we have Miller, we have Emma, and we have Maddie. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Miller, how old are you?
I'm 11. I'm 10. Sorry.
You're 10. She's on her way.
Oh,
she's on her way.
I remember that.
She's already there.
I love it.
Well, you're fascinating to me already. Just in the little snippet I learned about you. So I can't wait for El Paso to learn more. Sorry, Kimberly.
So Miller became so engrossed in the story and the history of Brundabar that she asked her parents to take her to Terrazin so that she could see where the people that she had been learning about, where did they exist, where did all of this happen. So she actually went
Very methodical.
and saw it herself in December.
Get in it, girl. And you started working on this since you were 9. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to get those details in there. So what was your experience like
From last year, from when I visited.
when you visited?
Well, learning how we got to see the ghetto camp and the actual concentration camp. But the ghetto camp, it was really interesting because I got to see the original score of Brundabar and lots of the drawings that people made
Yeah.
in it, and the original stage that Brundabar was performed in, and it was really neat.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, that's what you
Yeah.
wanted, right? That's what you were there for.
Yeah, it was also really sad.
I can only imagine. Wow. Wow. So 9 years old, you're 10 now, almost 11. And when are you guys performing?
We're performing Brundabar June 24th and 25th
Okay.
at the Women's Club of El Paso.
2 days only.
Yes.
7:30 on the 24th.
There you go, Emma.
Yes.
And then 2:30 the next day.
I love it. I love it. And how do you get tickets?
You can go to our website, which is YOEP, Youth Opera of El Paso, YOEP.org.
Okay.
And they're being handled through City Magazine.
Okay. Okay.
On
Perfect.
the website, it's super easy. Right on our homepage, there's a button that you can click that will take you straight to the
Easy
ticket.
peasy.
Super easy.
Again, this is a non-profit El Paso, so it's up to us to go and support these lovely kids and encourage them to keep this up. Okay, we got Maddie. What's up, Emma? What you got? What you got for me? I'm gonna let Kimberly take it away. Miss New Mexico All-Star with Music International Grand Prix. What does this mean?
The show, like what is
No,
it?
like all of that. So
right.
being an
So,
All-Star, yeah.
You know, I feel very blessed and incredibly. I don't like words can't even explain like how I feel. I'm grateful that I had these opportunities because there is so much talent in El Paso that not a lot of people know about, and I'm like I said, I'm grateful to have had the opportunity to do all these and to like show my talent and to kind of elaborate on how like I'm not like the only talent here. You know,
Yes.
we have so much. We have so many hardworking people, and I just like I love being able to do that and be the only person singing Spanish over there.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it was a lot to be able to show my culture and.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And how old are you?
I'm 14.
How long have you been doing this?
The last time It was 2 years ago, right? I
Oh
think.
my gosh, you've been singing since you were.
I've been singing like with the youth opera since I was 10, I think, right?
Wow.
10. And so yeah, but honestly, like it's kind of, it's very surreal to me. And you know, like I said, I feel so blessed and so lucky to be able to have the opportunities to do this, and even just in El Paso, like the small gigs, you know, like it's just like being able to express myself and, you know, have everyone else just like see their faces.
When get your art, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And I know that you're always looking for places to perform yourself too,
Yes,
so
I
make
am.
sure, like Nature House, like all kinds of places we want to get her into. We'll get more of that information for
Tell her
you.
where you're going this summer.
We're going to Alaska.
We are
What?
going to Alaska.
Sorry, I was like,
You going to Alaska?
Yeah.
Going to Alaska.
I'm jealous. I want to go to Alaska. Wait, why are you going to Alaska?
This show and then the musical that we're doing in July, Theory of Relativity, those shows both got invited to the Fairbanks Summer Arts Festival.
Guys.
We're super excited. It's a part of their opera and music theater program, and we're the first youth organization from outside of their community to be
This is a
invited.
big
so,
deal.
like, we're packing it all up and going trans.
Going to Alaska, taking the desert to Alaska.
We are.
You guys better do
Super
not
excited.
pack like Texas.
not as
Don't
good.
pack like Texas.
Yeah.
I went to Colorado in April once, and we had to buy a whole bunch of jackets and pants and boots and everything. Like, I'm just telling you now. Think it might be cool.
Yes.
Well, how exciting! And from El Paso to be representing us in Alaska.
Yes.
Wow. And to
These
be
kids
the
are total ambassadors. They really are.
I love this. I'm learning so much. I'm so excited right now. I'm like I'm a kid in a candy store. All right. So we also have Maddie. Yes. Our Texas All-Star. And then what is this? You're going to Purdue on a huge scholarship. How old are you, Maddie?
I am 17.
17. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's amazing. So tell us about this.
So Texas All-State, I made it this year. That was in February. I started the process in like July. Yeah, you get the music. So last July, and I started learning it. And then we had the first round in like October. But I've been working on like that goal since I was in like 7th grade. So it was a really big achievement. I've only been with youth opera since like July.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For like a year.
Yeah. How did you get into that? How did you find that? Like, how did that work out?
Well, I started taking lessons with Miss Kim, and then it kind of
Slowed into it, yeah.
happened.
She's been coming to our shows.
Yeah,
okay.
I've been coming, and my cousin actually took lessons and was in youth opera with Austin when they were
Oh,
my
very cool.
age.
Oh, Austin, you get down too? That's awesome. I dig it. Very cool.
Yeah, so my cousin was in it, so I would go see her
Okay.
stuff, and then I would go see their shows because my friends were in it.
Yeah, you're supporting the arts. I love
Yeah,
it.
and I have always been in choir and singing since I was young.
Okay.
And so I finally did it.
You found your people.
Yes.
I love it.
I finally did it, and but yeah, Texas All-State was really fun.
Yeah.
I did it in February in San Antonio, and it was probably like 200 people in my choir. I did the treble choir, which is the SSAA, the soprano and altos.
Okay.
So I got to perform with about 200 other people.
Oh my gosh. What a cool
It was
experience.
pretty awesome.
So to put things in perspective for Maddie, the Texas All-State process takes all fall from schools and districts all over the state. They all audition in their areas, and then it's a 2 to 3 audition process depending on what organization it be, band, choir, orchestra, or whatnot. And then whoever qualified for All-State, I believe it's the top 1 or 2%.
It's the top 1 to 2. About 65,000 students from across the state compete for a spot in a Texas All-State ensemble.
Okay.
1 to 2% will make it.
Right.
Wow.
And in February, right around Valentine's Day weekend, they all gather in San Antonio at the convention center for the Texas Music Educators Association, the biggest convention, mind you, in the country.
Wow.
Believe it or not. And so all these kids from across the state, they get together, they have 3 or 4 days worth of rehearsals while all the convention participants are going on. And then that following Saturday, all these group performs. It's an all day, Saturday and Sunday, just groups performing of all these kids who have put the work into it to make sure they get to be up in that ensemble. And it's truly magnificent.
That is awesome. Look at what you're doing here, Miss Kate. Look what you're doing. It's awesome. I mean, you're giving such a great opportunity to these kids and to build what their passion is and to help them get into like all state winners and like scholarships. That's really awesome. Look, and they're also like they all love it. I love it so much. How long have you been singing, Austin?
When you were
No way.
So I've been kind of around music since probably before I entered this domain.
in utero.
Yeah. And so I've been a part of music. It's been a part of my life as long as I can remember. I was singing. I was doing stuff with my mom and her organization.
You sing too?
So my degree's in opera.
Oh
my
man.
degree's in vocal.
Everybody's like she gets down. I want to hear that. I want to hear that.
I don't do as much anymore. I actually stopped performing his senior year in high school because with all of his he did band, choir, and orchestra. So he did all of that stuff, and then all the competitions, and he had college
man, you were a
auditions.
busy mom.
I was gone.
Yeah.
So I really stepped back from performing at that point, and teaching is really my thing anyway. My parents are teachers, my grandparents were teachers. I knew, like from the time I was little, I really wanted to teach.
That's awesome.
So that's my big passion.
Yeah.
Performing is fun.
Yeah.
Performing is fun. But teaching for me is where it's at.
Yeah, that's
Teaching
awesome.
is where it's at.
Up and blossom. That's great.
So fun.
So we have a show this month. It's June tomorrow. In June, and then you said something in July.
We're doing a musical. We're doing The Theory of Relativity.
Oh, cool.
July 7th and 8th. Okay. And that's also at the Women's Club, 1400 North Mesa. Same ticketing. YOEP.org, City Magazine.
I'm also in that one.
Yes. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and that's a Broadway style musical. Wow. So that's an older crowd. So Brew Bar is really for all ages.
Okay.
And that show is about 50 minutes long.
Okay.
It's a little under an hour.
40 to 50.
Theory of Relativity is closer to an hour and 45 minutes.
Okay.
That's a PG-13 show.
Okay.
So, like, don't bring your babies.
Okay.
Bring your babies to Brew Bar. Don't bring them to Theory of Relativity. Theory of Relativity is, it's almost like a song cycle the way it works. Like, every song is a look into that character's life.
Okay.
And about how the theory of relativity played a role in who they are in that moment.
Okay.
So it's sort of like highbrow musical theater. Nobody's gonna be tap dancing. It's a little bit more. I hate to use the word intellectual than that, but yeah, I mean it kind of is.
Okay.
It's a little bit more advanced than that.
Okay.
So that's definitely for an older group.
Okay.
And Maddie is in that. She's one of our soloists.
How cool.
And Austin is conducting Brew Bar.
Dang, do you conduct too?
He's the assistant music director for Theory of Relativity.
Wow.
Both shows are going to Alaska. When we did Brew Bar the very first time I produced it in 2011, we took it to the National Opera Association Convention in San Antonio.
Okay.
And Austin played the role that Maddie is singing.
Oh wow!
So he was in that first.
Wow.
That first production.
That's awesome. And how long has the Youth Opera of El Paso been around?
Well, our 501c3 was established in 2015, but we were producing before that.
Sure.
So I was the co-chair of Children's Opera for the National Opera Association, and we sort of used this community as an experiment.
Okay.
Because in the world of opera in this country, there's a lot of gatekeeping.
Sure.
That it's only for certain people, and it's only a certain type of music.
No way.
It's not for kids, and opera was never meant to be that.
So many rules, blah.
It's all about recording the human experience.
Yes.
And in the 1800s, going to the opera was like going to the movies.
Right.
People would bring their dinner, they'd sit on the ground, socialize with their neighbors. There was a different opera playing every night. So opera was never meant to be this furs and diamonds at the big theater with languages you don't understand. This is still one of the only countries where we perform operas in the languages that we were written. We don't adapt to our cultures and our communities. That's changing. It's changing in a really big way, which is phenomenal. I'd like to see it change a little faster.
Sure.
Which is why children's opera is so important to me. If we don't give children hands-on education in opera when they're young, we will lose them. By the time they're adults, we lose them. Because then society forms their impression of what opera is, and they decide they don't like it before they even really know.
Yeah.
Opera, that word just means great work. It's not a particular like Western classical style.
that.
It can be that,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have to be that.
Yeah.
You know, there's rock opera, Jesus Christ Superstar, that's not a musical, that's
Yeah.
a rock opera. Tommy, rock opera. Popera, hip opera, any type of music you can use can be an opera.
Cool.
Any genre can be a jazz opera.
Yeah.
The Met's been doing a lot of that lately, which is phenomenal. But it's not a particular style of music. It's about doing great work
Yes.
in your production. Singers, orchestra, scenery, costumes, all of that.
It's a whole production.
Telling a big story.
Yeah.
You're just telling that story with music. And it can be any kind of music, it can be any language, it can be any demographic, any group of people, any age. So when National Opera Association asked me to come in and work on children's opera, we were still hearing a lot of, well, do we really want to do that? Do kids even want to do this? Do kids want to engage in opera? Do they have the capacity? Do they like it? And I thought, well, I'm going to start with the kids in my community because I think we got the best kids. I think we got the best kids here, and I wanted to prove a point. So the point was, and we did this project with Dr. Meerdink, who's on faculty at West Texas A&M.
Okay.
So he and I chaired this committee together. We started all this hoo-ha together. So without Chris, there would be no Youth Opera of El Paso, even though he no longer lives here. But it was taking El Paso kids on the border, and proving that opera has a place in everybody's lives. And giving kids on the border hands-on experience, singing operas written for them in languages they understand, stories that make sense to them for their peers. Because adults singing opera for kids is awesome, we need that. But we need kids singing for kids. Kids need to be able to see themselves represented on stage.
Right.
And this is how we do it.
Oh, I love it. Very cool. Thank you guys so much. What a talented group. I'm super excited because we have a little treat at the end of this podcast. You guys are going to perform a little for us, so thank you so much. Did we cover everything? How do they find you?
I'm real tired of talking.
No. How do they find you on social media?
You know, when you do 501c3, you kind of have to you're always with the
Oh yeah,
cause, you know.
always. And so on what's your link on social media?
Youth Opera of El Paso.
Youth Opera of El Paso, and then your website?
YWP.org.
Perfect. Go and support them. Buy your tickets. Limited tickets available. Only 2 days, guys. So get them ASAP and tell them I sent you. Thank you
Go eat at
guys.
these places.
Yes, go.
Go
Right.
eat at these
Start
places.
dinner with
I've been
Weirdoughs
following you guys.
Pescados.
Oh,
Pick
really?
up
Oh,
dessert
yeah.
at Weirdoughs
Your
Donuts,
name
and then go watch the
was-
kids
I was like,
opera.
that's
I love it.
Just the name of your business. I was like, that's hilarious. I have to follow this.
Yes.
I've been following you guys forever.
Thank you.
They had me at fish taco.
Oh, I love it. All right, ladies, how are you guys doing today? I have Bianca and Andrea with Weirdoughs Bakery. Thank you so much for joining me. I always say this, it's in the middle of a work day, in the middle of a work week, so thank you all for coming and fighting the traffic, because I know we do have that now. Okay, so first off, I want to drool about all the stuff I keep seeing on your page. You guys have one more day to get, no, today is the last day to get the May donut. And then on my way here, before I left the house, I saw that you guys posted an ice cream sandwich, but I didn't get to read the caption. So tell me about this. I see your pictures, I'm like, oh my God, I need it in my life. Tell me.
So it's 2 chocolate cookies that sandwich in our soft serve that we're also serving with our donut cones, or if you wanted to do any other
Donut cone? Everybody's like, what? Reverse. Wait.
Yeah, you
Okay.
get, instead of just a soft serve cone, it's gonna be a donut.
Oh, dang, that's
donut with
awesome.
soft serve in the middle and then up top. So.
What the heck? I've seen donut ice cream sandwiches, but I've never seen a donut cone. I need to go in and see this for myself and eat it. Okay, so is that for June, or is that just because
Started today.
Oh,
you can?
Yeah,
Okay.
we started today.
Okay.
The sandwich will be around for a little bit. The soft serve will be around throughout the summer.
What flavors do you guys have?
We try to change them out. Right now it's vanilla, and then whenever we change flavors, it'll be like something different, just because that also brings in people.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
changing stuff up.
Absolutely.
Like, oh, I gotta try
You
that.
guys are awesome. One, I love your marketing. I love how you guys switch it up, and you, because again, it is important, and like you say, you don't want them. People will think that I was just there a week or two ago, and
Really fast.
yeah, and it's impossible to do it at Weirdoughs. Tell me about some of the amazing flavors you guys come up with. How do you come up with these? If you ever need a guinea pig, like call me, I got you. Just how did Weirdoughs come to be?
Well, Weirdoughs is just because we're very weird.
I love it.
Our employees will be walking in the back where we are in the kitchen, and then they'll just be walking in on something completely like conversation or dance.
Dance, I love it.
Turn back around.
Awesome. And when
Flavor wise, we are inspired by what's in season, like
Okay.
fruits, and what like holidays are around that time.
Sure.
As well.
Community, our culture.
I've done a post with you guys on your donut bouquet that you can do for Mother's Day or Valentine's. Can they order that anytime? Anytime, like Father's Day, because fathers love donuts, I hear. Gift cards, you guys have gift cards also? Yes. Perfect. I'm telling you, we've got Father's Day. We've got to think about this stuff.
Donut bouquets, donut towers. We do giant
Donut towers?
cakes.
What's a
Yeah,
donut
like
tower?
Made of donuts
Oh
for
my
like big
God.
special events.
That sounds
We've
beautiful.
done quinceañera donut towers. We also make cakes.
Yes, you have beautiful cakes.
Cake is delicious.
Oh yeah? I love it. I love it.
Cake is amazing.
Yeah? Well, I've had your all's desserts too during Thanksgiving because you guys make some specialty
We make
desserts.
really good pies during Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And Maddie, she was like, I hear Weirdoughs is coming, and she got super excited. She's a big fan.
Question.
Yes.
Are you guys were you guys bakers previously, or is this just like a hobby that you guys?
We've both
Yeah.
been bakers for quite a while.
Okay.
Probably more than like 10 years experience between the both of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when did you open?
We started in 2020. We didn't officially open until 2021.
Yeah, you guys were like pandemic babies, which is another reason why I saw them. I was like, keep going, you know, because it was a crazy time.
Pandemic was good to us.
Yeah, was it?
Surprisingly,
That's
yeah.
beautiful. Thank goodness.
We're
They were wanting to eat.
wanting to support local a lot during the time.
Yeah.
where, like it was a big push of supporting local during the
Yeah.
pandemic. And when we opened was like closer towards like the end of like lockdown.
Sure.
So people were like
Ready to go.
Like,
Yeah.
ready to go.
I love it. So do you guys? So what do you guys have for June? Are we not allowed to say it? It's a secret. It's you gotta follow. I get it. I don't want to ruin nothing for anybody. But if we can say, then we can say. I mean, this probably won't come out till tonight. Just saying. No pressure. No. But what do you guys got coming up?
We have our more summer flavors coming
Okay,
up. So a little bit
okay.
of mango, a little bit of
Okay.
A bit of a dad bod for our Father's Day.
Dad bod, I dig it. Okay, I'm super curious. Who's like, I'm listening. I love it. And do you guys do? Because I want to say that I've seen open mic or different things at your all's place, or
When we had our birthday, like our 1 year every anniversary that
Okay.
we call it our birthday, we had local singers come out.
that's
and
very cool.
We keep wanting to do like an open
Yeah.
mic
yeah.
for the local artists, but yeah.
Oh, just say no pressure, just in case you need.
Hopefully
No,
soon
some.
we'll get our act together.
Yeah.
I love it.
Also supporting like artists in the community, like singers as well as like painters,
Yeah.
graphic designers, because we do have an art wall
Uh-huh.
at our place.
Your
as well.
shop is super cute. I
you.
love it. It really is. Right? She's like, it's so aesthetic. Give me one of everything. Okay, so what are your all's hours? How do people find you?
We're on all the social medias. TikTok not so much, but
I
we do
know,
have a
it's
TikTok.
so hard.
Weirdows Bakery or Weirdows Bake. We're open Tuesday through Thursday,
Okay.
11 to 5, Friday through Sunday, 9 to 5, and we're closed Mondays.
Yes, the day of rest, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything that you guys want to mention that we haven't covered already? I mean, you guys have so much going on all the
We
time.
are going to have what is it? National Donut Day. We're going to be giving away free glazed donuts
What?
to every customer.
Okay.
June 2nd,
So-
the Friday.
That's my question. When is this? This Friday. You hear that down there? This Friday, free glazed donuts for National Donut
We
Day.
usually do it pretty big.
I
Yeah.
bet. That's awesome.
We get quite a bit of a line at the beginning of the day.
Yeah. Okay.
So, like trying to get.
So
good
pro
donuts
tip,
that day.
midday. Yeah, no, he's like, no, I'll be there early.
Not tips, because then they'll.
Oh, you're sold out. Don't be a sucker and go early then. Okay, got
We
you.
make multiple, but if we sell out
Yeah.
and we don't get a chance,
No, yeah,
There's
you gotta get
sometimes
it.
that people like come in and they'll be like, you know what? I want 4 dozen. So it's like, cool. Thank you for
Close.
the
The hell yeah, that's the kind of customers we're talking about. Okay, so Friday, what time do you open again?
9 to 5.
9. There will be a line around the building for donuts on National Donut Day, which is a perfect day to take the office donuts, school donuts. It's the last day of school, I hear. All kinds of good stuff.
And tomorrow we change half of our flavors.
Okay.
Half of our flavors
Half of 'em.
are staple flavors that are year round, and then the other half are changing monthly. So for the first, we're going to be changing. So you'll get to try different donuts for
Watch out.
National Donut Day too.
I love it. I love it. This Friday, for sure, make sure to go and support National Donut Day at Weirdoughs Bakery. And then just follow them on social media because I'm telling you, like, I'll just scroll and then I'm like, oh my, I start drooling on myself. Like, I didn't even know you could do that to a donut. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody here. Did we cover everything? Did everybody get everything in that we wanted to make sure that we mentioned? Yeah, we're good, right? Support local. He needs to sing up.
Do you hear this voice?
She already knows.
Everyone thinks he's on like the radio.
Right. There's voice talent there, friends.
Do you ever sing? Do you ever do like mariachi or anything else?
Oh.
Don't lie. Don't lie. Maybe gonna tell us.
You know, barbecue.
4 a.m.
3 shots. Yeah.
Okay.
Radio for y'all's play.
I love it. Well, thank you guys so much. Please go and make sure to check out Dia de los Pescados, Youth Opera of El Paso, Weirdoughs Bakery, and tell them I sent you. Right now, we're gonna set up so the girls can do a little performance for us. Thank you so much. I'm super excited. So stay tuned. Thank you. Go local. Oh wait, real quick. Let me turn this. I've got sponsors. I've got responsibilities. Dead Beach Brewery, I love you. Thank you so much for housing me. Old Sheepdog Brewery, thank you so much for coming in clutch and helping me out with today's location. They have some big stuff brewing here coming up this next month, so make sure to follow all these businesses. The El Paso Zoo Society. We have, what is it? I don't want to get it wrong. Rock and Roar Music at the Zoo June 24th. Everybody got excited. Okay, so Rock and Roar Music at the Zoo, June 24th. Make sure to get your tickets now. It's family friendly. They're gonna have 3 stages between 6 p.m. to 10:30. 3 stages of live music. They're gonna have a silent disco, a club razzle dazzle, over 25 vendors, events for kiddos, all kinds of other fun activities. So make sure to check them out. Again, support local as much as possible. Thank you guys so much for following, and I'll see you soon.
Children, some big, some small.
Cubs! You guys are so awesome. Very cool.